But all right, let's try this fight again.
I officially feel like welcome to Life of the Grease Monkey.
I'm streaming. And I'm pretty sure your mom wasn't a glass maker.
Sorry. I'm finally sorry.
Oh my God. So this is how this fight's gonna act all over again. Damn it. Fuck her up! Damn it! Oh, that was close. Damn it! Oh, I'm so mad about that. Okay, let's try that again. I'm not trying to take damage there. Sorry, light was bothering my eyes. Had to get that fixed. Are you fucking kidding me? So Elaine is all about control. She is not typically a hard character. She's a lot slower than some of the others. Which gives you an idea of what's to come, honestly. And the R2 dash that I am doing at the moment is what is keeping me from getting hit by a lot of her attacks. The only issue is that you've got to pay attention to what she's doing and where she's doing it, because if you go the wrong way, you're gonna get hit. Jumping over her attacks is a little bit more risky than doing an R dash. And I am playing on PlayStation, so the buttons might be different on Xbox, PC, and Switch. But for PlayStation, the dodge is R2. So what you want to do with Elaine is you want to use the R2 as much as possible, but there are going to be instances where using R2 is not the best course of action to get away from some of her attacks. The best way to do R2 is if you don't believe you're going to be able to jump over her big blast. And when it comes to the smaller ones, if you jump up and then do an R2, you can see that there are times where I touch the fireballs but do not take any damage, and that's because R2 is kind of like parry, where you will not take damage even if you are touching the attack. So as you can see, I jump over those ones specifically, and I dodged that one because I had the opportunity to. She will go under you to do that tornado. Do not try to get under that tornado. It does a heck of a lot of damage. And if you get yourself in a position like I am in, you have little wiggle room to work with. She's going in the second phase. I'm going to heal real fast. Okay, so Elaine is doing some new attacks, as we saw in the first episode of me streaming this on YouTube. Elaine is now doing a move in the top middle of the area where she cannot get hit, except by my bird, because my bird is throwing projectiles at her as long as I'm within range, which I am. The sky ability that she's doing is not as difficult as, per se, the other ability she does, where she will throw a projectile at you and then she will immediately try to stab you with a bunch of vines, in which you have to dodge the fireballs and then immediately hit R2 to dash to go past her vines from stabbing you. And even I cannot fully get past I am also using Sigrid. Sigrid has two different attacks. She has a standing attack where if you are on the floor, she will be on the floor. But if you are in the air and you summon Sigrid, Sigrid will do a multiple chain reaction cartwheel with her ball and chain, dealing some significant damage to Elaine. Because Elaine's going to sit there for a second while she's recovering from her vine attack, giving Sigrid enough ability to hit her at least 6 times. See, as you can see, Sigrid does a lot of damage, and my bird is still going. As long as my bird still has a count, which he still has 19 attacks, he is going to keep going unless I call him back. So we're going to keep him doing his thing while we continuously dodge Elaine's fireballs, projectiles, and her stabbing ability. It is extremely hard to do. Usually I hope she does the fireballs other than the small projectiles. Because the small projectiles, I will use dash, and she usually gets me with the stab because the dash has not been recovered yet. So I accidentally made a mistake. I was not jumping and accidentally summoned Sigrid on the floor. She's not going to damage her. Now she will. Got her. That was beautiful. And that is Elaine. Hey, are you in there? The coven is lost. The place I fought so hard to protect. Everything I built up by my own hand, brought to ruin. I risked everything to protect her. Frida, the only friend I've ever known. I yearn only for your safety. Even now, I remember the day you eased the suffering of what was once my mother. The day you became the priestess of the font, Frida. Such precious time was taken from us, never to be returned. I continued my research in the hope it may have eased your burden. But it was all for naught. The folly has become my own burden. I'll carry it to protect this place, at least until this horrid rain ceases to fall. Now it's time to put it to use. Alright, so we got 2 things from Elaine. Both were which going to be extremely useful in the game. The first thing we got is the Witch's Bubble, which means we can go underwater, move, attack, and dodge underwater as well. The second thing we got is probably one of the best homing attacks we're going to get in the game besides the bird, which is her fireballs. They actually seek people. So when you summon that attack, it will actually look for a target if you are close enough to one. The bird is not being able to be used in the water. Some abilities cannot be used in the water. The bird is one of them. So we're going to be using Elaine's fireball to progress further and then use her fireball to fight enemies underneath. Though she may fade, the ward protecting the coven shall ever remain. May you rest in peace. Alright, so that was Elaine, everybody. I gotta say, Elaine is probably one of my favorite fights in this game, besides the Executioner. And the only reason I like the Executioner is because he has got so many bodyguards, and he is one of the easiest fights in this game. So we're gonna go ahead and save, and then we're also going to use Elaine's ability. We're going to temporarily get rid of the floral. And we're going to get her ability out. I'm also going to make sure that all those are done so they don't bother us later. Do I have enough points to enhance? No, I didn't. That's fine. That is fine. We don't necessarily need it. Alright, so a lot of, we got some new enemies in the water. Most of them aren't too bad, though. There is something up there that we definitely want to grab. So I gotta maneuver my way to get there. Okay. Oh shit! I was 2 movements too far. because there's an item that is going to be very, very beneficial. Yeah, I had a feeling. Alright, so that item is a relic. While we're exploring in the water and we are getting new items, this relic is going to make us swim faster, dodge faster. It's going to be a significant help to the game. So therefore, it is important. Oh boy. I can do that too, you know. Okay, so nice little tip about this dude. Notice that he's only throwing 3, and that's because he is so far to the roof that when he's throwing his projectiles up, they're hitting the roof and dissipating in the roof. It's another control technique for that type of enemy, that if you get him as close as possible to the roof, more than likely his projectiles will cease to exist because they've already touched a solid surface. Yeah. He typically does, but if he is touching this roof, there's a chance that when he bursts them out, they're going to hit the roof and they're just going to disappear. Because once they hit a solid object, they're gone. Hold on a second. I believe... Okay, I already got her. Okay. I had a figuring I did already. I was just double checking. So what I'm doing is, as long as I can see the enemy, Elaine's attack will more than likely hit. But I actually have to see the enemy. I can't necessarily fight blind. Okay, that works too. Out of my way, buddy. Now, like most side-scroller games, this one also has its secrets, like that. Alright, so just to realize that there are secrets in this game like that. Hey, though peanut butter and jelly is not yours, go away. You might want to put your sandwiches and the cake in the fridge, Faith, before the cat gets hungry.
Sorry, you said I'll get out your way.
You're fine. I ain't fighting the boss. It's fine.
booze and soda.
Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. There is not a lot we can do in here, but there is a couple things we can grab real fast. Oh shit.
Guys, you're need to. Kristen, wants to talk to you.
So this area we're going into, my cat's fine, by the way, anybody that wants to know. My cat's just a pain in the ass. So we are not going to go after that lever that I went past because honestly there is nothing worth getting in that area yet. Oh shit. As you can see, he is all the way in the roof. His projectiles did not come down because they already hit the roof. Once they hit a solid object, the projectile is gone. All right. With that being stated, we are going to go ahead and picture of the White Priestess of the Font. It appears that the White Priestess was allowed entrance to the Coven, a space usually exclusive to sorcerers, and a magical tool was made there for her. Bear with me, I'm looking at the map. We're gonna travel, actually. I'm gonna go straight to the third area. For anybody wondering, yes, this is a lot easier than the alternative. Oh shit, you know what? Hold on. Oh, settle on me. Yeah, drink.
put in a ink this Christmas.
The sunken graveyard is upon us. Signs of the ancients litter this place. Indeed, not much has changed since then. In fact, the ancients once called what is now Land's End their home. Their homes, their families, their honor, all stolen away from them. I don't know that I would call immortality a form of survival. But either way, I am the last of the ancient warriors. Once I found nothing remained of my era after I awoke. Save for my deathless pact, of course. Which to say, I think we both feel what it's like to be left all alone. The rain-destructive way closes off many paths for us, though we may unearth ancient relics or hidden clothes if we stay. So in the catacombs aren't very dangerous, but you do have to proceed with caution because you do not know what's going to be around every corner. I don't even necessarily remember what's in every corner.
I smell fire.
Hmm?
It's a room. Yeah, it's Josh. So one side is so fucking tight that it's needing to loosen up. And so it's constantly dragging right now. You should see how far I am by to go west. Just how much but it's driving, it's stopping, it's going.